Welcome to Vacuum Wars, and to our review of the Tineco Pure One Station Smart Cordless Vacuum System. I first saw the Pure One Station at CES this year. I finally bought one for myself and put it through all kinds of tests over the past few weeks. In this video, I'll go over the pros and cons, but spoiler alert, I think it's a great product with a lot of unique features that provide a ton of value. So links in the description, and let's get started. First, the basics. You can buy the Pure One Station in two different packages, I'll call regular and FurFree. The regular Pure One Station is cheaper, it's white instead of purple, and does not have the more detailed LED screen on the vacuum. It also does not have the same attachments. For example, it does not include the FurFree tool, which we'll talk about later, but other than that, the two products are very similar. Let's talk about the 4-in-1 multifunctional Omni Hub. I've seen these charging stations for cordless stick vacuums before, but this is the first one that I've seen that is bagless. It's also the first one I've seen that cleans the vacuum as well as empties its bin. The Omni Hub has a huge 3-liter capacity bagless bin, which is really nice, and when you put the vacuum on it to recharge, it automatically empties the dust bin, but it also automatically cleans the filter. And let's be honest, very few people are regularly cleaning their vacuum's filter, so this is really helpful. The main brush roll also automatically spins during this process, and because the brush has an active hair removal system, meaning that it has these little plastic combs which remove hair as the brush turns, this means that the Omni Hub is cleaning hair off the brush as it runs, and then it sucks whatever hair is removed into the bagless bin. One huge pro for me is that it's one of the lightest cordless stick vacuums I've ever reviewed. It's significantly below the average weight. It's a full 2 pounds lighter at the handle than the Dyson Gen 5, for example. And the lighter weight at the handle really does matter. The ease of use for vacuuming is significantly better than with the Dyson, and above floor cleaning is actually very doable with the Tineco. As far as attachments, both versions come with a crevice tool / dusting brush combo and a very high quality motorized brush for upholstery vacuuming. The FurFree version also comes with a pet grooming brush with a 1-button press collection mechanism and a hose attachment, which unfortunately only works with the FurFree attachment. Both versions of the Pure One Station have iLoop, which uses an internal dust sensor to detect how dirty the floors are, and the vacuums automatically boost their suction up or down depending on the sensor data. This is a very useful feature which dramatically increases battery life and performance. To use it, you simply set it on auto mode instead of its low or max power mode, and it does the rest. The difference is that the FurFree version has a much more detailed screen where you can see the iLoop sensor data go up and down, but neither have real-time battery life number readout, so I'm not sure the screen on the FurFree version was all that much more useful than the cheaper version. Another pro was that the vacuum was really good at its main job of picking up debris from hard floors and carpets. The floor head was well designed with 2 large front gates, which made it great for picking up a variety of debris sizes from fine to extra large on both hard floors and carpets. In fact, its pickup scores were one of the highest we've seen from a standard floor head design, higher than any Dyson's standard floor head, for example. It also did well with the carpet deep clean test, where we see how good it is at picking up deeply embedded debris in carpets like sand, where it was above average. They both had a top-tier filtration system with what appears to be a sealed HEPA system, which passed our smoke test, something that you only see on high-end vacuums like these. Another pro is the price. This is an expensive system to be sure, but the Dyson Gen 5 is significantly more expensive than the Pure One stations, and it seems to me like you're getting a lot of value for that price, comparatively speaking. The battery life was good, but not great. Batteries are the heaviest part of the handle, so it's always a trade-off between weight and battery life. Tineco says these get about 60 minutes on low power, 40 minutes on their auto mode. We tested ours on max power and it got about 16 minutes, and all those numbers are better than I was expecting for the weight, and 40 minutes on auto mode should be more than enough for most situations. Moving on to the cons, its power was just average. and its sealed suction was a little below average. And it did show up with things like the crevice pickup test where it got an average score. As we saw earlier though, it did really well with debris pickup on both hard floors and carpets, so it's not that big of a deal. Another con is that its battery is not detachable. They do make a point in the promotional material to talk about the battery design as having a longer lifespan than average batteries do, and if that's the case, it's likely that the battery will outlast the life of the vacuum anyway. Another con is the size. It's pretty tall. The Pure One station is a big item to put in your house, and I would think it would be hard to find a place to put it. It's kind of like a piece of furniture, so it's something to consider. I really do like the Tineco Pure One station. It's the first cordless station I feel I can enthusiastically recommend. I like that it's bagless, and I like that it really does keep the vacuum clean for you. I absolutely loved the extreme lightweight and smaller form factor, and though it didn't blow me away with its power, its pickup ability was better than average, and it's being sold at, I think, a very fair price for what you're getting. Though the cheaper version, the white one, does seem like a slightly better value unless you want the pet grooming tool. Links in the description, and be sure to subscribe to Vacuum Wars before you leave. Thanks for watching.